Buongiorno, buongiorno, mister. Buongiorno. How have you been doing? I hope well. Now that spring is here finally, and here in Japan is the season of the cherry blossoms of sakura. Very, very beautiful. Hopefully, the weather doesn't destroy them in a week. But yeah, how are you doing? So, there's not much to talk about because there is a Nations League going on, but some football is better than no football at all. So I tried to follow some of these games. So I understand that players wouldn't will not give like 100% in my opinion in during these games, especially now because now there is the end of the season for every European league, and there's a lot of stake. So players are not trying to get injured while playing for the national team. So I don't expect to see players giving their 100% in the game. So I'm not gonna make much of these performances, but some performances were good, like Reijnders, right? So let's talk a little bit about some of these matches. I couldn't watch them all. Obviously, I would have had to watch like an incredible amount of games. So with incredible amount of attention, I did my best with what I watched. But let me know if you actually watched some of the games. For example, I did not watch. Was it Canada Mexico for Santi Jimenez? I Denmark Portugal. I didn't watch that one. But I did read about it a little bit. But reading and watching it is different thing. So what I read is that Leao, in our case, Joe Felix didn't play, right? So Leao played, but the usual, not the usual devastating Leao that sometimes we see in AC Milan. So it is what it is. I did watch Netherlands versus Spain, a little bit of Croatia versus France, and USA versus Panama. Okay, so how did our players perform in these matches? Reijnders is amazing. Reijnders is amazing. An amazing player. He played in a midfield of three with the Netherlands. Hit a post, scored a goal. Reijnders is just like the evolution that this guy had since the past year. It's amazing, and I'm a little bit worried about the offers that may come in summer for Reijnders. And I hope AC Milan stick to the promise of not selling players because we do not need to. And I do not accept the excuse of we are not in the Champions League, so we have to sell. So I'm not going to accept that if that happens. Reijnders is one of the few players that I'm really, really looking forward when he has the ball. The assist, if you didn't see the assist that he made for Pulisic during the match versus Como, go on and watch it because that assist is genius, and not many player, actually a few player can do something like that. The goal from Pulisic was amazing, again, but the assist for Pulisic is just something else. So Reijnders overall a great performance with the Netherlands as well. Well, like Spain started very, very well, very aggressive, like an incredible pressing from Spain, and that goal from Nico Williams with Yamal stealing the ball, and Nico Williams managed to turn and score. Like Spain, amazing players, but ended 2-2. So we will see what happens in the next leg. Croatia versus France. I did watch not all the match, but a little bit. I saw Mike Maignan getting that penalty with the leg. Obviously, since now we are in a break, you got all these news and rumors about Milan is not going to renew this guy, is not going to renew that guy. In this case, is Mike Maignan. So now Mike Maignan, is he going to renew with AC Milan? I don't know. I hope he does. I know he gets criticized quite a lot, especially recently, because Mike is, for a goalkeeper, he gets a lot of injuries. And he has these periods during the year in which I don't know, he zones out and things happens and he doesn't play that well. Like the goal versus Como that we conceded was a great goal, but still, like, it was on Menyan post, so he could have done better there. But then I would definitely renew Menyan all the time because Menyan is a true leader. He's a goalkeeper that can play with his feet, and it's a quality that you need in modern goalkeepers. Only good goalkeeping is not enough now. You need a goalkeeper that can play. I will keep Menyan all the time, but we'll see, because there are rumors of Milan looking for other goalkeepers. While Donnarumma, there are rumors of Donnarumma in joining Inter that I can't believe. I cannot take this seriously, but if that happens, oh boy, Donnarumma in Inter. Oh boy, imagine just the derby. Imagine the derby, what will happen, because Donnarumma is the goalkeeper that I how do I say? I was really, really, really sad for what happened with Donnarumma. I mean, sad because I felt hurt by Donnarumma, okay? And by Kessie as well. But Donnarumma, it felt more personal in a way. And every time he gets to San Siro, it's tough for him, but it's tough also for us. It is what it is. Italy, by the way, lost to Germany after the hope that we got from our beautiful, beautiful Tonali. AC Milan doesn't give any player to Italy, unfortunately. I mean, we have Gabbia, but that's pretty much it. But the Inter gives a lot of players. Bastoni, Barella, amazing players. So while they play for my rival teams, when they play for Italy, I can appreciate them as well. So anyway, there is still one more leg to go, and hopefully that is going to be good for us. And by us, I mean Italy. What else did I watch? I watched USA Panama, just to check on Musa and Pulisic. Panama that played super cagey, 5-4-1, very compact, always very organized. They were Panama, like they went there to play like that. Okay, so the super defensive game, not a beautiful game to watch. It was very boring. Like the first half, pretty much nothing happened. Pulisic and Musa, right? There's some Juventus players there as well, like McKennie and Weah. Overall, Musa played as a fullback, because why not? Like at this point, I have no idea what is Musa's role. Is it Jolly? Is it played as Jolly? But I'd like to ask him, what's your role? What is the role that you would like to play? Because I'm getting confused now. So he played as a fullback, but he was pretty much attacking onto that part of the pitch. And I didn't play a bad match. I think Musa played a good match, while Pulisic was not the usual Pulisic. His position was a little bit off, I think. He played almost as a second striker, as a number 10, behind Sargent, but didn't do much. In the second half, Pulisic was more on the right, but still they struggled. And the commentator cracked me up, because he said at the final minutes of the game, it was like, and now USA must be sure to not concede a goal here, because that's not good. 5 seconds later, goal for Panama. The small things, the jinx happening. What else? I did not watch Mexico, I said. Pretty much these were the games. Now we're going to have the second quarter-final leg, 2 of 2 in a few days. We'll see what happens there. And then we're going to go back to Serie A, and we're going to have Milan versus Napoli. Oh boy, Milan versus Napoli. Obviously, I'm not very... we will talk about that match in upcoming videos. But yeah, what worries me of AC Milan right now is the lack of organizations on the pitch. Like when you saw in the game against Como, for example, Como was very well organized. They knew what they wanted to do, and they did it. AC Milan was way less organized on the pitch and not that great overall, but still. Let's see what happens versus Napoli. Big match. And you enjoy whatever you're doing. Go enjoy spring. Just go and enjoy spring. Let's enjoy spring. Goodbye.